Who is the best female actress winner of all time? Like, singular role, can't top it.
Of all time, maybe of the ones that I've seen, I would say the most like no-brainer in my lifetime is Charlize in Monster.
Okay.
How about you?
I was almost going to say that, and I go back and forth between these two, Charlize and Monster, but I think I'm going to give it to Marion Cotillard and Vivian Rose.
Totally. I just feel like, especially in the quality of like Monster as a movie, Charlize was so lost in that role.
A performance of a lifetime.
I will let Charlize, whatever she does going forward, I will let it slide.
Yeah. And for Marion, I just feel like watching that, it was one of those performances where I literally did not know how she did it. And she was so young, and she's like the years that she has to cover.
Yes.
And the prosthetics, everything about it. It is so impressive. Everyone should watch both of those performances.
Spoiler alert. I mean, she died in that movie. What the hell happened in Dark Knight Rises?
Oh no.
Greg.
I thought this was a duet. Oh, so you're just going to sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me? Bonk. Welcome to Miss Thing.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim. And this is a podcast that celebrates and appreciates the Miss Things of the past, present, and future.
Yeah, in every episode, we take a key moment from our Miss Thing storied career and do what we do best, which is make it all about us.
And I know we've already been in fall for a while, but it just feels like today, whatever day you're listening to this, I feel it's probably the same. It feels so fall outside right now. So crisp.
Oh, crisp, delicious. It's Granny Smith weather outside. It is famously Joel October on the podcast. You know,
we're both locked up today.
Q-tips in.
Yep, exactly.
Locked up from the front. We were just talking about Halloween films that we're sort of looking forward to watching.
I haven't seen Sleepy Hollow, which is crazy. And that, by the way, is what Cinespia should be playing. I'm sorry, but for the non-local the LA people get this. There's outdoor movie theater, or like at a cemetery. We watch movies, and the past couple years, the movies have sucked. I'm coming for you.
They've all been the same.
It's the same movies, and I'm like, switch it up. But there's also so many other good cult classics. I bet Sleepy Hollow would crush.
Sleepy Hollow, I will say it's one of, and by the way, I am a Tim Burton fan, like early Tim Burton, but I would say it's like one of his last really good films.
Yeah.
It's like very moody. It doesn't feel like it's like Jump the Shark. It feels like it has tension. Johnny Depp is actually like being normal in it.
It's Christina Ricci, right?
And Christina
and
Ricci,
it's like where she should be. Where is her? I know that she's in that Showtime show.
Yeah, which I
want to say is called Killer Bees, but it's
it has something to do with Yellowjackets.
Yellowjackets.
Yes. That's a show that, God, do I want to love.
Well, this is the thing about Yellowjackets. It is made for gay people in theory.
But it's made by straight people.
But it's like, so it's
made for gay people by straight people.
And it has all the character actresses that you want.
Yes.
You've got Melanie Linsky. You've got Lauren Ambrose from 6 Feet Under. You've got Christina Ricci. You've got Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, who I don't know why, but I don't think is in the show anymore. And she like very publicly was like, the show got really bad.
I feel like it's more interesting to talk about Yellowjackets.
Totally.
But then I tried to watch it, and it was like, if you're trying to go for Desperate Housewives camp, you're almost there, but you're not camp enough for me to buy in. It's like either be serious drama. People are going to come for us because I know people love it.
I know. Yeah. People do really love it because I think it's like really shocking. I think it like shocks, like every episode ends with like a surprise.
Yeah.
But listen, like it has all the ingredients of a show that I would love and none of the pacing.
Well, they need to have us in the writer's room.
Totally.
And then
we'd be the
first.
first.
Your ass will be like, everyone watch watch Yellowjackets.
Oh my God, are you kidding? And by the way, like, still, please do watch Yellowjackets because it is a fabulous television series, and I wish it nothing but the best.
Yeah.
I just like really wish I was into it.
I do too. I feel like a lot of people have recommended it to me, and I want to get into it.
I've seen the first episode.
It also sort of feels like The Diplomat, which I feel like maybe I want to get into. I don't know, but it feels like some people say it's trash, and then some people say it's like the best thing since The West Wing or something. I'm like, well, what is it?
I will say this. I love Keri Russell.
I love Keri Russell.
I absolutely love her. I think she's one of the greatest we have. Like, I just adore her.
Her hair should be in the Smithsonian. Every iteration.
I completely agree, especially the short one that did tank Felicity.
Well, that was a cultural moment that we still haven't gotten over as a culture.
Oh my God, no! New York University has never been the same. That Dean and DeLuca should fly its flag at half mast.
There should be a day that we all remember, like September 20th.
Where were you the day that Keri Russell cut her hair? Love Keri Russell, national treasure, absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. Future Miss Thing. Will not watch a single thing she's in.
Okay. But this is the thing. We gotta watch The Americans though, because that is supposedly one of the best shows.
The Americans, I will say, I have watched a little bit of it, and I really loved it. Like when it first came out, I couldn't give it the time because it came out when quite literally you had to watch everything on TV. Like when everything was good and like you had to watch it. But I have heard it, like it has legs. Like I actually went back and watched it maybe like a year or two ago, but then I wanted to like restart it because I want Vat to watch it because it's like it is that good.
Well, and the thing about Keri Russell, we're like, this is like basically the Keri Russell episode, but it is like she has been on our television pretty much like nonstop since Felicity because she can't like help but be on these shows that go for a really long time because she is literally the most watchable person,
right?
Stunning, on television.
Yeah, and her programs. With love for straight people. She's like the straight people's princess.
But also, I love her so much. But I know what you mean. Like, it's like,
no, I mean, like, they're keeping her shows on the air, is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, as much as we adore her, the straight people are keeping The Diplomat on the air.
Okay, well, we have to get into, a lot of things.
There's so much to get into. This really is actually a jam-packed episode. And our Miss Thing. God, I can't wait to get to
it. This one I'm not even prepared for.
I know, it's like too much. But we've done, this is too big in a row. So I feel like actually prepared. Yeah. But we need to talk about Life of a Showgirl. We did Taylor last week.
We hadn't heard it. Now we have heard it.
And as a Swiftie, can I just get your top line?
Okay. As a Swiftie, I will say I have been a Swiftie long enough to know that I like reserve my thoughts because they change so much as the albums, like as the months. I think one of her greatest superpowers is that like so much of it grows on you in the way that like at first you're like, I don't really, like for example, father figure. At first I was like, okay, I'm not really vibing with this. But then once my sister told me that it's maybe her talking to Olivia Rodrigo, even though that's like, it's like a little cutthroat, I was like, wait, this is making me enjoy it more. Because the premise of father figure is like she's taking on a protege. And she's like, if you don't kiss the ring, if you're not allegiant to me, you'll be sleeping with the fishes. And she's being like a mafioso person.
Oh, that does feel very Taylor.
And she's famously interpolating that George Michael song, which is supposedly the riff between Olivia and Taylor, is because of Taylor like came after Olivia because Olivia didn't get the rights to interpolate Cruel Summer, and so people are speculating that is her like making a big show of like, oh, I'm going to get the rights to George Michael to show how it's done.
So I didn't hear any George Michael in it. I, by the way, didn't catch any of that.
Well, by the way, can we talk about, and I've heard this many times, but it goes in one ear and out the other. What is an interpolation? Because to me, when I hear it, I want to say it's the song played backwards, but it's not that.
Listen, yeah, an interpolation. Well, first of all, it's a word that you are using freely on the podcast.
All the time.
Yeah, openly.
Let me just interpolate what you're saying right now.
Yeah, it's not interpretate or interpretation. It's an interpolation, which is... It maybe there's something with interloping. Like, I feel like rings are involved. It just sonically, that feels like, there's like a ring. And like maybe jumping through hoops.
Gennifertias, let us know.
Let us know, yeah. It feels very circus to me, that word.
But I went off on a tangent, but just that's a good example of like the songs that I like. I will say this: the songs that I really like, and then the songs that I'm not a fan of right now, I'm like reserving judgment to see if they grow on me, because certain albums I was like, I'm not that big of this, and then like 2 years later I'm obsessed with it. Famously, the last album it did not hit well with a lot of people, and now that's one of my favorites, Torture Poets Department, because I don't know, it's just lyrically it is so impressive, and I remember everyone was coming after her for it being too lyrically dense, and then now they're kind of jonesing for it because this is more simplified, and that's my take, which like, this is for Travis. She's doing a simplified album for Travis,
She's doing what his head can sort of understand. Listen, I can respect that. As a non-Swiftie, I do respect that, because like, listen, and we're gonna get into her whenever she releases her new album, but I'm a big Lana Del Rey disciple.
Oh yes.
And we will get into her, but I know that, you know,
and that's where I'm the non,
but as her, you know, as she like goes further in her career, she sort of like gets even more diaristic and even less like melodic kind of. She gets more experimental with like how she makes her music, and oftentimes actually on first listen it doesn't sound very good, but then you listen to what she has to say and she is just a true poet, so I totally understand that, and I get that.
Okay, well, we've talked way too much. We have to get into our Dod Mom sauce, our first
and most famous segment. Dod Mom sauce, aka doll of the day, mother of the moment, sister of the second. I don't even need to repeat ourselves. We just take a person, place, or thing that we are currently super obsessed with.
And I'm gonna go first.
Sure.
And I realize that you're probably gonna be mad at me, because I don't think I told you that I did this.
Oh God.
We were talking all weekend, and I realized that I didn't tell you this.
I was sort of like, what are you doing? And you were being so secretive.
Well, at Sunday night, I saw Dua Lipa. Literally, she is my Dod Mom sauce.
You fucker.
First off,
I knew you were going to go, but I forgot.
Yeah, I told you I was going.
That show has come and gone.
No, it's still here.
Okay.
It's still here.
I haven't really seen people posting from that.
This is the thing. Apparently, no one in my life is a Dua Lipa fan, except for my friend Michelle, who I went with, and we had the time of our lives.
I bet that was so fun.
I will say this. Okay, Dua Lipa gets this bad rap as being this vacancia queen who's always on vacation. And is just like, lives this perfect life on Instagram. Future Nostalgia is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, of course.
I know other people weren't a fan of Radical Optimism. It gives me life. It's like such a fun, like you feels like you're at the beach. You put it on, you feel good. I actually like what so many of the messages of that album is. It's light, it's breezy, it makes you want to dance. And the concert is so just like, she knows exactly what she exists for, which is just to like have a huge fucking dance party and look good doing it. And when I tell you, this is the most stunning woman of all time. When she walks out in all of her like design house of like Gucci and Balenciaga and any of the designers, it is like, I'm questioning my sexuality more so than any other person.
Yeah.
It is. I had the time of my life. I danced so much. I was sweating. She like purposely makes it this intimate thing. Her live renditions of so many of her songs, like, she's talked about this before, where it's like she purposely puts songs on the albums that she knows she'll be able to elevate and make it like a huge dance party with like the, I don't know music, but like the bass or the bass or the bass.
the basso, the Shirley Bassey.
Yeah.
No, listen, no, I agree. I think that the marker of like a good artist is like when you can hear something. Like sometimes I listen to albums and think like this is gonna be good live.
Yeah.
And like people may not like it recorded until they see it. Like I can visualize like what the concert will be like. And I've seen her live. I saw her at the Palladium for her first album.
Well, I mean, she's grown so much. Like, she really now, listen, she's never going to be the Beyoncés or the Britney Spears or the Tate McRae's of dancers, but literally, she's one of the most magnetic, like, you can't take your eyes off her, whatever she's doing, even if she's just like fixing her hair. She's so poised, graceful.
Yeah.
And like she really, I think a lot of people, she has, I don't know, what is it, her low husky voice? I don't know. Is that like
it's like gravelly.
But like and she really leans into that live where she sings like so low.
She has like a very unique tone.
Yeah. And like she did Love Again, like where like in a ring of fire getting elevated in a fur coat.
Wow. That's fun.
It was so fun. So many of the songs like that you want are, I don't know. It's like you don't realize that she has like literally 17 hits.
I definitely know she has. She is like that. I mean, Radical Optimism. Not Radical Optimism.
Future Nostalgia.
Future Nostalgia alone is like a no skips.
Yeah.
Like it really is like a modern pop masterpiece. It can be easily dismissed, but like it got us through early COVID.
And this is what I'll say about Dua Lipa. Why I'm obsessed with her is like, if you ever see her in an interview or if you've heard other people talk about her, she is like unanimously known as being very nice and also very intelligent, but people write her off because she is like a model who is like always in a bikini, basically. Yeah. And guess what? Nice people who are smart can always be in a bikini. You know what I mean? Like, show it off. It's literally, I'm obsessed with her.
You would be in a bikini if you could with your short shorts.
Yes, exactly. I'm obsessed with her. I cannot wait for the next album, and we are going to do it. Whenever that next album comes out, she is going to be a Miss Thing.
I really enjoy her. I have nothing bad to say. I kind of would have loved to see it. I wasn't I wasn't crazy about Radical Optimism, and that's fine.
Falling Forever, I know you like that song.
I do like that one.
She does that at the top of a staircase in this like beautiful like
she just falls.
No, but she's in this like pale pink like negligee long sheer dress. Kind of.
Does it drape down the stairs?
No, but she's covered in like
a missed opportunity.
and then it's like cloudy fog.
Sure.
And it's stunning. It's like it makes you question everything about your life. I loved it. But anyways, enough about Dua. Greg, what is your Dad Mom sauce?
Okay, my Dad Mom sauce is about 10 weeks too late, but like I just have to bring it up. Where Is My Husband by Raye.
Oh,
I know we've come close.
Okay, we almost talked about last week, but I also for a second was like, I don't know, probably at home.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so first of all, have you ever heard a More Me song? It's my theme song. Granted, I'm not looking for a husband, but I am constantly looking for my husband.
Anytime I am at Greg's place, he has 2 floors, and you and your husband are always like going back and forth between the 2 floors, and so it is kind of you always being like, where is my husband? And he's like in the laundry room.
Literally, he is always missing. My husband, I will be talking to him, I will be mid-sentence, I will glance away for a second and turn back, and he's completely gone. A cloud of smoke. I discover he's like somehow, when I find him, I realize he's somehow crossed state lines.
I feel like he's always like somehow in the plants, like watering yet another plant.
Oh yeah, he's Homer Simpson, poking for when he decides to come out. So there's that. I also love Raye is doing things differently by doing all caps. Whereas all the other pop girls are doing all
no caps.
Yeah. So she's doing things different that way. But
she's doing things differently in that she doesn't believe in shoes. Which I love.
I love that. I love that she doesn't believe in shoes, because I really don't believe in shoes. Raye is just such an amazing artist. I have been a huge fan of hers since the last album.
What's that one like perfect song.
It's Escapism.
Escapism.
And everyone loves Oscar-winning Tears, too.
Both of those.
Escapism, to me, I think Black Mascara is one of the great songs of the decade. Yeah. Raye does this incredible thing where she like toggles back and forth between being like kind of like
doo-wop,
big brassy, like like doo-wop, doing like big like yeah, exactly, which like normally I don't go for at all. And then also vacillates between that and being like a super cool artist. Like Black Mascara, when she did Prada, I just love her. This song is unbelievable. Catch me at any time of day. If you're talking to me, I in my head am going, I'm like a ring, like doing that in my head over and over. And then I'm also doing the grandma doing, your husband is coming.
And the mashup between, there's been a mashup of Single Ladies and that, which is like so good.
Yeah. Whereas my husband, every time this song plays, catch me on stage, like with a trombone or standing center stage, tits out, waist invisible, hips the width of the stage somehow, just absolutely singing my tits off.
Hair coiffed.
Hair plastic.
Yeah.
And a giant plastic wig.
Yeah. And a lot of like finger and nail work.
So much finger and nail work. The oldest, most like metal microphone with like the holes in it, with like a string coming from the ceiling.
And the microphone that has the wire that you're like kind of like twirling.
You have to twirl it like around your arm and around your waist. And people are like so scared you'll trip. And I have tripped before.
It is this type of song where once you get to the like high part of the song, you want to do a back bend and sing belt back bend where your head is touching your butt. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Totally. Where your plastic hair is touching your butt.
Exactly.
You know what else I love about Raye is I love watching her TikToks because like she's both really fun and she'll like do dances and stuff, but she also like lets you in on the process of like making her songs. And she does, you know, like how Beyonce and Ariana Grande do like the vocal layering. Yeah. There's one video where she like describes it like, I would like to read that part. And she's like, and I just put layer and layer and layer and layer. And there's 9 layers. And then I like did this. And then I just added that. And she's like, it almost doesn't sound like anything. It's like too much.
Yeah.
She's just really good vibes. Wait, and I actually had another really important question for you. And this is back to the Taylor, but I have to ask.
Okay.
As a Swiftie. What is the one Taylor Swift album that you think non-Swifties should never give the time of day to?
Greg, you can't do this to me.
You have to.
Okay.
The non-Swifties never.
That they should never give their time of day to. Okay. Listen, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life.
Right.
But I am going to say it does have one of the best songs of all time, which is Enchanted.
I'd never heard of that.
Otherwise, I would say Speak Now. I think you can, that is the one. And, you know, on the Eras tour, she only does the one song. And I think maybe Taylor would agree. I'm sure she wouldn't, but Speak Now.
Yeah, that's one of the early ones, right?
It's the third. It's after Fearless, before Red. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the first to sell 1 million.
Okay, and we honor that.
We honor that.
We love that.
And let's speak now and say
we're going to
break.
We're back, and it's time for our Miss Thing of the Week.
This is quite simply, she is cinema herself.
When you look up A-list in Webster's dictionary, I mean, there's a photo of our Miss Thing there. I mean, like this woman completely dominated, like the box office, the hearts and minds, the rags.
Yeah.
Like she was just the name on everybody's lips, continues to be to this day. Let's just get into it. Our Miss Thing is Julia Roberts.
I mean, this is like probably the biggest to ever do it in movies.
Yeah.
In modern times, it's like there is no one that even comes close to the power that this woman had in the 90s and early 2000s until basically she decided she didn't even want it anymore. She met Danny Moder and she was just kind of like, I want to raise my twins and my other son and just like do movies when I want and live the best life. And she is the most charismatic woman of all time.
Beyond. I mean, that megawatt smile. She is...
That laugh.
Hollywood teeth right there.
Yes.
I mean, like, she didn't... This is like... Her mouth is what dentists are like... We're trying to emulate that, but they can't.
And also, the laugh is sort of, again, I'm just going to keep saying it, put her laugh in the Smithsonian.
The guffaw.
I think, actually... Now, this could be creepy, but go with me here.
Sure.
There should be a room in the Smithsonian, kind of like the Criterion Closet as well. You go in and it's just different cuts of her laughing and different things. You will, the endorphins that you will feel if you're having a sad day, you just go into that room, you hear a couple minutes of Julia laughing. It could be creepy, but it also could be great.
With different, like, sizes, like an exact, like, replica of her teeth. But, like, the things like... like, but in different sections. Just what are those fake? Just,
like those chatter teeth almost.
They're just doing that while the laughter was going off.
I asked Greg today to come a little bit later because I needed to sleep in more because I was up doing one of my favorite pastimes of all time, a little too late, which was watching Julia Roberts on David Letterman is one of my favorite things on earth. The compilations, all of her interviews, he is so clearly like in awe of her and mutually so, like she thinks he's so funny and she's so winning and so charming, and it just like is purely just like a endorphin rush to the system.
I mean, she is the movie star. I
Best
mean,
talk show host as well, like or guest that there ever has been. I'm like, anytime that she's going to be a talk show guest, I'm so excited.
But it's like she's so confident, but she's so one of the people. Like, you don't actually get, like, she could be the biggest snob ever, and she just refuses to be that way. Like, which is just, you can tell her nature is what she is. And I feel like she's very open with her nature, but I can imagine, like, when she's alone, what is she like? Like, I bet she's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that it is. I hope at least, and I feel like that's what we've heard, is like what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
And I think it's something where she was, I feel like, brought up right, very confident in who she is.
Right.
And she has those like politeness and manners and is incredibly smart. Like we'll talk about it. I don't know if we should, we'll just get into it now.
Sure.
Which is, last night we saw After the Hunt, which is why we were doing her. And we'll talk about some aspects later on in the episode. But the one thing that I like am the most, they were talking about Julia, and I was like, the thing that stuck with me is Michael Stuhlberg was at the screening.
Who was excellent in the movie,
and was talking about like her way with words and how she thinks. It makes it seem so effortless, but she's actually one of the smartest people you'll ever be around, and she makes it seem so easy, but then she'll say something just like off the top of her dome that will just knock you off the ground.
Right. Imagine like being in her presence, and just like I feel like in her presence, the entire, like, every planet, everything just revolves around her. It has to.
She is A-list in the way that it's like, even those movies where it's like there's nothing redeemable about this movie, she makes it shine because she is so jumps through the screen and you just like get fully mesmerized.
Well, she's the most watchable actress there is. And coming to like to us, we were kids when she was like first really famous. But to me, she's like we came of age during the time of Disney princesses.
Yeah.
I feel like she's like the adult, real life Disney princess. Like everyone wants to be her.
Absolutely.
And everyone loves her and
Yeah.
everyone adores her. But listen, Julia Roberts, the credits. I have a game for you, actually.
Please.
That will also like get into the credits.
Okay, good. Because I was going to say, like, there are 2 credits that I need to talk about.
Well, we're going to go through a list.
Okay, great.
I want to play Would You Rather with Julia Roberts movies.
Okay.
We're going to start with my 2 favorites.
Okay.
Valentine's Day or Mother's Day?
What's the one with the blunt bob? Mother's Day, then.
She was mothering in that bob.
She was mother. Yeah.
Sure.
I wish if we were smart, we'd be wearing those today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did that in another movie, too. I cannot recall it.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Mother's Day or Mirror, Mirror?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day or Eat, Pray, Love?
Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love or August Osage County?
August Osage County.
August Osage County or After the Hunt?
After the Hunt.
After the Hunt or Erin Brockovich?
After the Hunt. I haven't seen Erin Brockovich. I know. I've seen the clips. I know. And I've seen the boobs. I'm ashamed of myself. Let's move forward.
I am stunned silent because Erin Brockovich is like the one I want to talk about. Like that's the blueprint.
You haven't said, by the way, any of my tops.
Sorry. Okay. We need to. We need to keep going. Oh my God. Okay. After the Hunt.
Yeah.
Or Closer. Closer or Runaway Bride.
Runaway Bride.
Runaway Bride or My Best Friend's Wedding.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
My Best Friend's Wedding or Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman or Notting Hill.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman or Steel Magnolias.
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman or Stepmom.
Greg, this is the one I was hoping you wouldn't put me against. Stepmom.
And that's the game.
But I will actually say the one that you didn't ask, which is my favorite. And people don't talk about this. People sleep on this movie, and I bet you haven't seen it.
I Love Trouble.
The Mexican. Have you seen it?
Years ago.
It is honestly top 10.
You've
top
seen...
10.
Okay. So we're living in a world where you've seen...
DVD.
You own The Mexican on DVD,
Top
and
10.
yet...
Yeah.
You've never seen Erin Brockovich.
I have seen, they're called boobs, Ed, clip a lot. I've seen 10 clips.
You've got 2 wrong feet and fucking ugly shoes.
Yeah.
That is one of the best movies ever. There's like a few movies.
I don't know why. Like, it just like, I missed it. Like, my friend saw it without me.
That is psychotic. There are 3 movies in this world that like you cannot turn off. Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. And Erin Brockovich. Every single time it's on.
Yeah.
And you would think, because it's kind of like dramatic or whatever. Erin Brockovich is a movie that you cannot turn off. One time when I was a kid, and the movie came out, and it was like very big that year, and I thought it would be boring as hell. Like I didn't want to see it at all, and I had seen it, and I was doing a production of South Pacific, and there were I was like a kid in the production, and there were grown-ups in it, and I said, Julia Roberts and Erin Brockovich is the greatest female performance ever. And like one of the adults was like kind of like laughed at me and was like, not even the best this year, because famously she was up against Ellen Burstyn.
Oh, and Magnolia.
Magnolia.
What is it?
Requiem for a Dream. And it was like, and of course, like to this day, that's like the contested race. But
there's always...
Listen, I'm an adult. time has gone by, and no shade to Ellen Burstyn, who I absolutely love. Queen Ellen Burstyn, future Miss Thing. I stand by what I said.
Well, okay, first off, I know I'm speaking ill of the queen of all queens, but there is a lot of talk in, the gay afters circles when you're at like a gay after party and everyone's talking about like who are the best actresses and the best actress wins.
A gay after, like we're talking like
meaning
middle
like
after, not an after.
Yeah.
After. Okay.
And people are always saying, and I've always been told, and I can't add to this conversation because I never saw it, which is that this was kind of Julia's career Oscar in the same way that it's always been compared from what I've seen to Sandra in The Blind Side. Which is just like you are winning it for your career, and it's not necessarily it's a good performance. You should be nominated, but that is what I have been told, and I've always kind of thought that that's what it was, which is like she deserves it at this point. Like let's give it to Julia. But it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't hold up to other people. That's what I've heard. Listen,
I'm sorry.
I love her, and she should have been nominated for every performance, especially Mirror, Mirror.
I'm not one to like, chase after people, but I'm going to need a full list of the people who have said that to you, because I am going to need to hunt them down. And after the hunt.
Wait, I have one question for you. Who do you consider to have the best, and you can give like one or two if you can't think of, who is the best female actress winner of all time? Like, singular role, can't top it.
Of all time, maybe of the ones that I've seen, I would say the most like no-brainer in my lifetime is Charlize in Monster.
Okay.
How about you?
I was almost going to say that, and I go back and forth between these two. Charlize and Monster, but I think I'm going to give it to Marion Cotillard and Vivian Rose.
Totally. And when a foreign performance like that, like when and she's incredible in that movie, and when that wins, know it's really good. I just feel like, especially in the quality of like Monster as a movie, Charlize was so lost in that role. It's shocking. Like, it is
a performance of a lifetime.
I will let Charlie, whatever she does going forward, I will let it slide. Yeah. Because that is just such a mind-blowing performance.
It literally rips your heart out.
Yeah.
And for Marion, I just feel like watching that, it was one of those performances where I literally did not know how she did it. And she was so young, and she's like the years that she has to cover.
Yes.
And the prosthetics, everything about it. It is so impressive. Everyone should watch both of those performances.
Spoiler alert. I mean, she died in that movie. What the hell happened in Dark Knight Rises?
Well, listen,
She said she was sitting at an uncomfortable angle.
Yeah.
I will accept that.
She's so fun in the morning show this season.
I started watching it.
I know, but you have a while to get to Marion.
I'm only on episode 3.
Yeah. Okay, we have to get to Julia.
We do.
But okay, and then this is my last thing, but we're going to do multiple episodes of Julia because I need a full 50 minutes to tell you why I love the Mexican so much.
That is... I think you've lost all credibility.
No. This is the thing. I actually think if anyone who sits down and watches that movie, you will see, like... It is one of those things where I think people had a little bit of like Julia Roberts fatigue at a certain point because she was everywhere.
Yeah.
It's also where she met her husband.
Okay.
And Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts.
I know.
Can you beat?
Listen,
and James Gandolfini.
I know.
I will just say that I think that James Gandolfini, obviously we know how great of an actor he is, will break your heart in that movie in a way that like you will never get over. It is so beautiful. Anyways.
I'm due for the Mexican rewatch.
And I'm due for a first watch. Erin Brockovich.
I'm actually going to sit there. You have to like let me be there.
I know.
I'm going to sit there and look at you the whole time. I'm going to sit there like this.
Okay.
And just watch you watch that movie. It is unbelievable. Yeah. It is like, of all of her performances, I think it's her greatest. And also, I will say, after the hunt, I don't think she's going to win any awards for it. That's just my personal...
Yeah, I agree. But she is excellent in it.
The movie is really good. It's probably not for everyone, but it's very adult.
Because of like the subject. Ooh, as I literally burp in my mouth.
Yeah.
The subject matter is so hearty and divisive.
And doesn't answer anything.
It's so ambiguous. And I think we talked about this yesterday. We went to a screening where Luca Guadagnino talked afterwards. And I think what I really loved about it, it's like, to me, it's very similar, and I hesitate to put it on the same level as this because it's one of the best movies of all time, Tar.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's very ambiguous. It's very, you don't know the motivations of everyone, but it gets you talking with your friends afterwards. And even if you don't like it, it stirs something up in you. And the reason why it's not getting better reviews is because I think people get so mad at the turns that it takes, but it's because it's so impressive and what it's daring to talk about, and also allowing you to decide what happens in certain parts, which can be very frustrating. But I also think this is a epitome of a movie. Also never seen this movie, but people always talk about it. Birth with Nicole Kidman, never saw it.
I haven't seen that either.
It feels like it's what people talk about with that movie, which is like it will be misunderstood, and years later people will be like, actually, like it's a lot better than people think it is.
I agree. See, it forces you to sit in the discomfort of like not knowing and sort of like accepting that these characters like are kind of can feel disgusting, like given the circumstances that they find themselves in, and the whole movie just forces you to sit and sort of like sit in the feeling of it all, which is really good. I think it's a very adult feeling, and I agree. It was feeling like Tar to me, but it wasn't feeling as like, I'm going to be careful with it. Wasn't feeling as like pretentious as Tar, as much as I love Tar. I think Tar was kind of like trying to be like an upscale, like funny movie almost.
This one was a little more of like a thriller.
It was like a 90s style. It was like Diet Tar. It was more like The Firm. Like it was like a 90s pseudo like sexual thriller. But Julia is playing as sort of edgy and she's testing her limits with this one.
Also funny in it. Like she has some really funny lines.
There is some hilarious work. Chloe Sevigny's wig alone is just one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And she has some incredible lines. Yeah. It's a really good movie.
I heard you laughing. Yeah. Also, by the way, we are doing Julia a million more times. But let's make Julia all about ourselves.
Sure.
I'm gonna go first, if that's all right.
Okay, sure.
How I make Julia about me is I am just gonna go right for the most recent movie, After the Hunt.
Okay.
Takes place at Yale. You know, one of the Ivies.
Sure.
That brings me to a time when I was in school in Boston, not in an Ivy.
Right. But there is an Ivy there.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like a sophomore in college. It was Christmas time. We were all right about to go back for the holidays. And my friends invited me to, the great thing about going to school in Boston is you go to a lot of different colleges' parties because you're all so close to each other. So we got invited to a Harvard party. So I found myself at a Harvard party with some friends. We were talking, and
you parked the car.
I what?
You parked the car.
I parked the car in Harvard Yard. And this is going to sound strange, but I'll never forget it. I smelled something fantastic. And I was like, what is that smell at this party? I turn around, and it belongs to a very attractive man.
Okay.
And it is his, I don't know if it's his cologne, his natural scent.
Okay.
But I was like, this is the best smelling man I have ever smelled in my life. And I am not like a smell person. But I was just like, what is going on? And he was coming up to talk to me. And the pheromones were pheromoning.
Sure. Okay.
And we're talking, we're hitting it off. And then I'm like, okay, this is going great. And then he very quickly says like, the other cool thing about this man was he was a senior. I think I was like a sophomore at the time. So I was like, okay, like I'm talking to like such an old man, you know, like so at that age, you're like, this is so cool. I'm talking to a senior.
Yeah, he's talking to me like
little
I'm chosen.
Sophomore.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And a Harvard
As if you're
man.
wearing it on your face.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
And then it was like a little bit of a bummer because he very quickly had said that he was like graduating early. And so he was literally, he was from England. I buried the lead. So he was a senior graduating like the first semester.
Well, if they're not at Oxford, though, if they're in the States, it's a little like, well, what are you doing here? You're a spy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, like, I don't know what, this man was so mysterious and sexy.
Sure.
And
feels very Pelican Brief, which I haven't seen, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. It's very Pelican Brief.
Quite a bit Mary Riley as well.
Yes. And definitely a little bit Mona Lisa smile. Yes.
For sure. The
he
beret.
definitely had that smile. Yeah.
He had that smile.
And so I was like a little bit bummed because I knew immediately that I was like, you're leaving to go back home for the holidays and then you're not coming back. Like you're graduating.
Right.
And
your visa's up.
Your visa's up. Yeah. And so I was like, but we can have fun for tonight, you know?
Okay.
He invites me back to his place. We have some fun. We go to sleep. And I'm, you know,
that's what you do. That's your fun.
Honestly,
we go back to his
we go to sleep.
He gives me his blankie and my binky.
Yeah, exactly. And in the middle of the night, I wake up. Mm-hmm. He's cuddling, but the Harvard dorm rooms are frigid.
Sure.
There's no insulation. I don't know how they do it.
Well, they were built at the turn of some century.
So I'm in his little like twin bed. You would think the warmth from him alone would be enough. It's not. So I like had to wake him up, and I was like, and it was like a paper thin blanket, and I was like,
British, they're cold.
Yeah, he could deal with it, not me. Even though I'm from Chicago, but I couldn't deal with it.
Yeah.
And so I asked him, I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, do you have like a sweatshirt or something? He gives me a Harvard sweatshirt.
We get it.
You know. I go to the bathroom. I see it on myself. It's the best fitting sweatshirt I have ever worn.
Well, it's a Harvard sweatshirt.
Yeah, and it says Harvard on it, and I'm literally like, and it smells like him.
It's the Cinderella
it
like
really
slipper
is.
of clothing items.
And in that moment, I look in the mirror. It looks perfect on me. It smells like him, and I decide there is no way I'm leaving this place without
it.
Yeah,
I have seen you in this, haven't I?
I was like, I have to get this. So then I go back into, it was the middle of the night and I go back into bed with him. I'm like plotting and strategizing. How do I get out of this dorm room quick enough once he leaves, he's going to England. He can't get it back. And so I was like, I just have to get out of here with it on. So I have to distract him enough that he forgets that I'm wearing it.
Right.
So wake up in the morning. He was like rushing me out too because he had to go to class.
Oh yeah. I'd be kettle of tea.
And I'm sort of like, every time he's talking, I just like keep kissing him kind of like as I'm like shimmying closer to the door. Right. You know? Like really distracting.
Sure.
And then we get to the door frame and I'm like, okay, I'm almost out. And then I open the door. He's like, oh, I had a great time. Like, you know, the awkward thing of like, see you never, but like, this was great, you know? And I was like, yeah, like have a good class. Like, this was great. And then he closed the door. I am doing truly a happy dance. Then he opens the door and he's like, wait, I forgot something. Kisses me. Cheesy, but still, I was like, love it.
Okay, Julia Roberts.
Exactly. So Julia Roberts kisses me, and I'm like, oh my God, he didn't ask for it back. He closes the door, and I was like, wow, that was a beautiful moment. I then am just like slowly, truly like dancing down the Harvard like square, whatever. Like I have this, it smells like it. I'll never forget this whole night, and the best smelling sweatshirt of all time.
And on top of everything, everyone's going to think you go there.
Exactly. Yeah. And the best type of getting a Harvard merch is like because you hooked up with someone, not because you went to the merch store like everyone else.
Right. It's so boyfriend shirt.
And so as I am leaving the courtyard or whatever, again, I hear, Tim. Turn around. It's him. He goes, I'm going to need my sweatshirt back.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I would say it was probably the biggest heartbreak I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
It was rough. I can still smell it. He should bottle it. And he is a spy because whatever he is doing, like that, there's supposedly some cologne I can't remember. Someone was telling me about it that is like going viral on TikTok that is like, that draws people's like pheromones to you.
Oh, interesting.
And I think that this man invented it.
Yeah. Well, it's the intellect. You should have known. You did not go to school there.
Nope.
You could never begin to understand how their mind works, especially a British spy.
Listen, but that British spy could take it all.
Who shagged you.
Yes, international spy.
He was the spy who shagged you.
Exactly. Oh, the one that got away.
Totally. Well, the sweatshirt, yeah.
Exactly.
I would have stopped by the bookstore.
I think about that sweatshirt all the time.
I thought you have a Harvard something.
No, I don't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I don't even deserve the sweatshirt.
Sure.
But Greg, how do you make Julia Roberts all about yourself?
Well, I'm going to go to the classic Pretty Woman. What did you say?
The Mexican.
Oh yeah, the Mexican, of course, yeah. No, and that takes me, of course, to a time when I was in Paris. Ever heard of it?
I think once or twice.
Yeah,
I think my Harvard boo brought it up.
Yeah, it's a hotel casino in Vegas.
Oh, right.
No. I'm talking
Paris,
about
Texas.
Yeah, no. Even I'm talking about Gay Paris.
Okay.
Which actually is
Not
such a
gay.
misnomer. Another word of the day.
Yeah.
It's such a misnomer because when I was in Paris, I couldn't tell who was gay or not. I'd be at a gay place, couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I was invisible somehow in Paris. No one looked at me, which I feel totally cool about.
Well, how old were you?
And saying, this was like 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
I'm going to actually not even answer that question because that just feels like irrelevant to the story.
You were a kid.
No.
Okay.
No. It's irrelevant to the story, and we're going to scratch it from the conversation.
Okay.
So I was in Paris, France, and I was on a mission while I was there. I was really looking to get a Louis Vuitton bag. Looking to get what?
Banged. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, banged.
Yeah.
And no one could see me. Which, again, I feel totally... Listen, I feel cool about it.
Yeah.
I feel cool. I feel normal. And I feel empowered even.
Yeah.
But I really was like determined to get a specific Louis Vuitton bag. I'm in Paris. It's from there.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Is it?
Yes, it's cheaper
because it's not more expensive.
No, because of like no import.
Oh, okay.
And you also, when you buy like a luxury item there, you get the tax back. Like when you go to the airport, you bring your receipt and whatever, and they like pay you basically like the tax. So then not only is it cheaper than buying it here, you then get like money back. It's like my dream scenario. Okay. So of course, like if I'm going to get one, I'm going to get it there. I had a specific one in mind. So I go to the Gallery Lafayette.
Okay.
A famous mall, which I love, being from Jersey. And they have you ever heard of it?
No, I've heard of like Lafayette from Hamilton.
I've heard of France.
Yeah.
No, so there's like a mall in the middle of Paris, or maybe, I don't know geographically where in Paris it is, but it's in Paris, and it's like a luxury mall, and they have like all the fancy like brands. They have stores, and they also have like kind of it's like it's not a swap meet, but it like kind of has that vibe where it's like booths. It's like Louis Vuitton booth. And you're like, is this one real? But it is.
Yeah.
But they have like a store upstairs. So I went to the store, and it's very popular. And there was like a line. So I'm like waiting in line even to get into the store. But I knew what I wanted. And I was like determined. I was on a mission.
Okay.
So I waited. I get in. And when I get in, I'm like, do you have this? I'm paired with a beautiful shop person. Nicest person I've met in Paris because they know that I'm going to buy from them.
Of course.
Yanis. I think about him every day. I love him.
Ow.
He's so nice.
I just like thought about that this is going to relate to Pretty Woman, and I'm scared. Okay.
So I tell him the item that I want. He goes to check on it. They do not have it. I've already been waiting. But listen, this is my last day in Paris.
Yeah.
I am determined.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm here. I'm going to get something.
Yeah.
I hope. Like, I hope we find something that I love. Giannis spends the next hour and a half with me. We find another bag that I actually like. It's not the one I wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it. Like, I'm cool. I will buy this bag. and I'm feeling actually good about it. So we get to the end of the whole experience, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take it. It's last day in Paris. I am just like, it's mine.
Yeah.
Yanis,
treat yourself.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. So it comes time for the payment. And, you know, he brings everything over. I think it's already boxed.
Okay.
And I'm like, by the way, not sure you're aware, because I'm so cool, I'm American. So I'm going to need
like,
that.
no.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to believe this, Yanis.
Yeah.
But I am American. And I need that like form. I need the tax paperwork or whatever. I'm going to need you to fill that out. And he goes, okay, no problem. Do you have your can I see your passport?
No.
And I'm like, Yanis, what do you mean? Can you see my passport? I'm not carrying my passport.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's safely locked up at the hotel.
That is safely locked up. Yeah, because one thing I know about Paris is there's pickpockets galore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, can you not fill that out? It's at the hotel. Like I didn't know you need it. And he's like, no, it's actually a policy. I need to see it. I need to like look at your passport.
Yanis, don't do this.
I'm like, Yanis, I have a photo of my passport. He's like, unfortunately, it's the policy. I need to see it. And unfortunately, I start getting pissed. Big mistake.
Huge.
Yanis, you were about to make a full
Big
sale
enemy.
from me.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're 20 minutes from the store closing. My last day in Paris, I'm like panicking. I'm like, I've got to buy this. I've got to buy this now.
Yeah.
I've got to buy something now. And I almost consider buying it without that tax form. But unfortunately, big mistake, huge. I said, Yana, sorry, I can't purchase this today. I'll come back first thing tomorrow.
Which you didn't.
But his card is still in my wallet.
Yanis, let's be honest. Give us the bag.
But no, I went to Saint-Tropez the next day and I bought the bag that I wanted actually in Saint-Tropez.
Oh.
I'm glad that it was there but we had to make like a special trip.
Oh, it's kind of funny that both of our stories were about objects, but
Objects, yeah. Well, I mean, it's theories, nouns, verbs.
You got your bag.
I got my bag, and I got it in Saint-Tropez, which is a little bit more chic.
Okay, well it's time for us to get our bag off.
Yeah, we're gonna get our bag on break.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome back. And it's time for Diva Down. Diva Down, of course, is our final segment where we take a person, place, or thing that could use our unsolicited advice.
And these two could really use our advice.
Yeah, that's true. Our Diva Down this week is us.
Because we went to the screening last night of After the Hunt, as we've mentioned,
at a far location for both of us.
Yes, at an inconvenient time. Yeah,
on an inconvenient day.
Yes, and we both invited guests. That had to move around their schedules.
Totally.
And we were there because we were told that Julia Roberts.
Oh no, promised.
Promised.
You know, this was.
They said it was compulsory that she would be there.
There was a 4-year consideration screening where they were doing a talk back after the movie.
And they waited until after the movie, right as all the cast is coming out, Luca is coming out.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
By the way, second time we're talking about a Luca Guadagnino, screening.
We are and
can't get enough.
I know, we're constantly going to the Luca Guadagnino.
I'm sure we'll do it next year for AI.
What's that?
That's his next movie. It's already being,
we'll be there, at a screening.
But Julia Roberts did not show up because apparently she's under the weather.
Yeah.
I want all the Inertias and Gennifertias to...
and Gennifertias even.
Everyone.
Yeah.
The gay mats to send your thoughts and prayers.
To come together. Yeah.
This is the worst thing that's probably happened in 2025.
This was horrible. But listen, I can't blame her.
No.
It was hard to get to for us.
Yes.
I can't imagine how hard it would have been for her to get to the WGA Theater in Beverly Hills at 8 p.m.
But this is the thing. Yeah, on a Monday night.
Yeah.
How dare she?
I know.
Didn't she know that we were there?
Well, exactly. That's the thing. And I was saying,
I don't know. By the way, I do not. She is one of the people where it's like, we've been in LA for a while. We have seen and interacted with many people before that we are cool as a cucumber around. Right. And like other people would be like, you guys are so LA. I am telling you, if I was in the same room, it's probably for the best that we weren't in the same room with Julia, because if I was in the same room with her, the high-pitched squeals that would come out of me, I would faint. You would have to pick me up, take me to the hospital.
I agree. I actually started, so the movie is a little tense, but then like the last 20 minutes or so, which is like, that's probably when the movie gets a little too long.
Yeah.
I actually started to get like
nervous.
I was like getting nervous. Like my heart was starting to pound. I was like, we're going to be in the same room. Is she here?
I'm like, those teeth are a mere 25 feet away from us. That megawatt smile.
I know. I could feel her presence. And then she didn't show up. So that I don't know what that was about. But listen, my advice.
Please.
My advice is Julia. We sort of like got that all out of our system, knowing that we were going to be in the same place with you. I think I'm feeling ready. Come on the podcast.
Oh my God.
This middle seat, hun, it's nice and warm for
Greg,
you.
that is my advice.
Yeah.
We are so simpatico.
Of course. We'll come to you, actually.
We will.
Yeah, we'll do a remote episode.
I'm sure my apartment is probably the same
level of luxury.
Niceness.
Yeah.
But my advice is, we're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Of course.
And we would love to...
As retribution.
Yeah. Yeah.
We would love you to... Which is a word that I think I know.
Yeah. Today, this
or
episode
retribution is getting back at...
I think it's like, yeah.
Okay,
we don't like retribution.
The nice version of retribution. You know what I mean.
As interpolation.
Yeah.
And compulsory, and what was the other one? Like, mnemonic device.
There
what
was another one that I...
What as words themselves to say.
As Webster's dictionary itself would say.
Come on the pod.
Yeah.
Make two gay boys' fantasies come true.
We love you.
And we're going to do you so many more times.
It was actually like too much to fit into an episode. There's so much to talk about.
Because there's so many other credits that we need to talk about, life moments that we need to talk about.
Right.
We didn't even talk about the armpit moment. There are so many moments where that's going to be a teaser. We can't.
Yeah. No. But that's for next time. That was on my list of things to talk about.
And yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Gennifertias, as always.
Please follow us on YouTube. I don't care actually if you're watching.
Yeah.
Just go to YouTube, give us a follow.
Yeah.
Our link tree is in our bio wherever you follow us already. But give our YouTube some love.
Please.
You will probably, if you like our clips, you're going to love our episodes.
Yeah. And don't forget to like and subscribe on Instagram and TikTok at Missing the Pod, but also...
on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, your audio podcasts, please rate us, review, leave a review. That would be very, very helpful. If you haven't already, just take 30 seconds to do it. And then also we have the hotline is open for Diva Downs. So
we've got something fun planned. So if you want to hear your voice be heard, if you have some thoughts on Julia and the Mexican... I'm sure. Or,
we're all ears.
Yeah.
My shoulder just snapped, so
means
I'm excited.
Yeah. Cynthia, of course.
See you
we
soon.
Love you. We never forget about you.
I think we'll probably do the double feature, and we'll talk about it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cannot wait.
We'll see you next week.
Bye. Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zintek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons. with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zines.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at MissThingThePod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zintek on all social media. BONK!